down from ESPN while that was going on because he thought that he was coming back at the beginning of the preseason for NFL. Well, NFL preseason is beginning to start next week, or I think this week, and they just fired him.
Damn!
Shannon Sharpe had left Fox Sports in 2023. And by the time he was leaving the show with him and Skip Bayless, everything was all good. He was joining First Take on ESPN, and he started August 2023. And of course, those episodes was hitting. But that wasn't the biggest thing coming his way. Fast forward! January 2024, Shannon Sharpe would shock the world with one of the greatest podcast interviews of all time, the Cat Williams episode.
I made more money on Cat Williams alone than I made in any year that I played the NFL.
And from there, everything started to come into fruition. He was on ESPN, making a lot of money. Nightcap, which had Ocho Cinco, was popping, and the brand deals were coming in. Not to mention, he came up with his own liquor. Shannon Sharpe couldn't be stopped. Money was coming in everywhere. He's making more money in a year than he probably made in his entire NFL career. But there was a problem. Shannon Sharpe got a little beside himself. And of course, like most guys, you can think that you're unstoppable until he met a 20-year-old by the name of Gabriella Zuniga. She worked at a gym that he was visiting. And of course, we all know that Shannon loves those white women. And
younger ones, for that matter.
And even though she was 20 and he was in his late 50s, that didn't stop the clapping from coming on. And clapping is exactly what Shannon Sharpe did. And clapping a lot, and clapping a lot, and clapping a lot, until he got hit with a lawsuit.
What?
A lawsuit, yes. One that was, in many cases, what he would consider maybe frivolous. I mean, that's how he took it at first, because she went and got with Tony Busby, a famous lawyer known for shaking down black men. Tony Busby shook down Deshaun Watson and won. Tried it with Jay-Z and lost. But hey, third time's a charm. He had a lot of evidence on Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe was shook. For whatever reason, Gabriella Zuniga had a lot of text messages, voicemails. She had some information on Shannon Sharpe that literally could ruin his career. Now, we want to be honest. Shannon Sharpe has prior history of women in the past talking about how he was abusive, and this also happened on a previous network that he was on. So he's not squeaky clean in all of this, but he was shook. He turned down the first offer, which was to settle out of court. He wasn't going to go with that. And then they hit him with the $50 million lawsuit. And Shannon Sharpe did this.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f*** you think you is?
No, Shannon Sharpe did something that was a buster move. He mentioned Jay-Z, which I thought was weak. Like, bro, like Jay-Z wasn't in the room with you when you was clapping cheeks.
He's right, you know.
But again, he thought that everything was going to go his way. Yeah, it went his way. It went the other way.
Got him!
Shannon Sharpe made what he thought was the right move. He'll step away from ESPN and handle this, and once this kind of goes away, he'll come back to the network. Sounds smart. You don't bring any drama to your employer while you're dealing with your dirt. Handle your dirt, you come back to the network, all will be good. But then something happened in the meantime. Shannon Sharpe decided to go ahead and settle. We don't know how much money it was, but people started to believe that he settled for $23 million.
He actually offered at first, I think that was 10 million, and I think they rejected. After putting out that statement, they offered that, like, maybe they said for 10 million, he was willing to pay her 10 million, and then they still rejected because the lawsuit was for 50 million. And she managed to get 23 million out of him, and later on, he gets fired.
What is that around your neck?
I already told you. It's my choker.
No, I'm talking about that one with the little red light on top.
Oh, this is just my new necklace. You brought this for me.
That's crazy that she got your ass in 4K on the GoPro. How your old ass don't know what a GoPro is?
You remember?
I bought you that chain.
Yes, silly. Of course you did.
And why none of his clothes ever fit? What's up with that?
You're so forgetful. Now state your name for the camera.
State my name for the camera.
We're just doing some role-playing, silly.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Shannon Sharpe.
Whoever made this video, please. I couldn't hold it. Yeah. So this man is facing another a lawsuit. A woman that went viral at Usher's concert. She was dancing. I don't know if she kissed with Usher. I know that she was a topic of discussion some time back. And I think Sharpe had talked about her on his show. And now she's suing him for defamation. And
Shannon Sharpe just got hit with another $20 million lawsuit. You could say that Shannon Sharpe is probably pretty mad right now after he was just fired by ESPN yesterday after he settled the lawsuit with the 19-year-old OnlyFans model. A new woman is suing Shannon Sharpe for $20 million, claiming that he defamed her on his podcast. And the woman that's suing him is the woman that went very viral for her steamy encounter with Usher at his concert. She's suing Shannon Sharpe for $20 million, claiming that he defamed her on his podcast by trying to claim that she was married and she was getting a divorce after this encounter. This woman is clapping back hard with a $20 million demand, saying, "I'm not married, so my husband was not divorcing me if I was never married." This woman is saying that Shannon Sharpe's podcast talking about these false allegations against her went super viral. Said because it went so viral, even though she was trying to refute all of these allegations, it just didn't work. She even went on national media to refute the defamation allegations that Shannon Sharpe said on his podcast. She's claiming even though she continued to say that none of these allegations were true, that Shannon Sharpe continued saying these defaming allegations against her. She is saying that this shows a reckless disregard for the truth. Therefore, this is why Shannon Sharpe was just hit with a $20 million lawsuit from his defaming allegations that she is claiming happened on Shannon Sharpe's nightcap.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm starting to think Cat Williams was onto something when he said,
"You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you."
because ESPN snatched that contract faster than T.I. snatched Nunu's chain.
The fact that they waited the 2 weeks is diabolical. So just so we're clear, Shannon Sharpe just lost his job, lost his generational wealth, and lost his credibility in less than 2 weeks. I'm sure he hears Cat Williams' voice every time he goes to bed.
You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Usher has done it again. This video right here is depicting a 45-year-old woman who decided to attend an Usher concert. And due to this video right here, her husband is deciding to file for divorce, being that he claims that they have never been intimate like that in public throughout their entire marriage.
so even this woman, she wants to get some of his money. So it's apparently when you settle for a lawsuit, everybody knows that, oh, you know what? We're able to take his money, you know? We are able to take his money, and they'll take your money. And she also wants a piece because she's filed a lawsuit for defamation.
Shannon Sharpe, you just don't get it. Lawsuits falling out the sky. Well, John Melita Tillman said it's time for sisters to get a piece of this white-only pie. Huh? Shannon Sharpe, you just don't get it. Lawsuits falling out the sky. Well, John Melita Tillman said it's time for sisters to get a piece of this white-only pie. Shannon Sharpe got another lawsuit for $20 million. Lord, Shannon, you gonna be doing Club Shay underground by the time this world get through with you. Huh? Apparently back in April, this John Melita Tillman, I hope I'm saying your name right, baby. If I'm not, charge it to my mind and not my heart, okay? Apparently she went to an Usher concert. You know, Usher wooed her. You know how Usher get at them concerts? That's why my girl can't go to none. Amen? Now, Usher goddamn wooed her, and she up there acting a fool, getting hot and ready. Huh? Like Little Caesars. Okay? Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco seen that video, said that she was married, and said that her husband was going to divorce her. Come to find out, she a single mother. Huh? And said not only that, she a corporate girlie. And she know when you say something false, it's get back season. I need some money on. So what she do? She sued Shannon for $20 million. So they messed up her reputation, and it was hard for her to get her narrative out because Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco platform is so big. Now listen, we know Shannon Sharpe just got through this little thing with little Betty Lou, okay? Now, look like the sisters want a piece of this pie, okay? And they ain't just about to let all the white people have fun. Shannon, after your brother get inducted, I need you to go on an island somewhere, and I need everything around you to be black, and I need cameras to be back in the U.S. Don't even bring a phone. Lord, Shannon Sharpe can't beat an allegation if it was in his front left pocket with his goddamn wallet. I'm just here to bring y'all the news. I'm just a messenger.
So y'all see this woman right here? So she suing Chad Ocho and she's suing Shannon Sharpe for $20 million. So she claimed that she went to a Usher concert, and we all know the viral Usher concert little thing where he put the cherry in the girl's mouth or whatever, and they, you know, it's a part of his show that he do. So when Chad and Unc get on the show, they end up saying this woman was married and, you know, just saying different stuff and how, you know, assumed, I guess they wouldn't have a wife out there doing that and no married woman should be doing that.
Oh, man. So, it's wild out there, especially for other men that don't have wives. You notice that most of them at some point, especially the black men, at some point, they get in some trouble. Mostly to do with women-related kind of trouble, you know. I don't know, maybe where the marriages do protect men. Let me know your take on this in the comment section. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel.